There's something primal there, I think, in men a little bit. I think that's part of the reason there's a fascination with boxing. You know what I mean? Who is more dominant? Sports. There's this element of winning. You know what I mean? There's this element of being over another person or proving to everybody that you're the strongest man in the group. As Christians, it just seems completely incompatible.
It's wrong.
Yeah.
It goes contrary to Scripture. Authority is God-given. All authority comes from God. He gives authority to certain people, even to unbelievers. Jesus said, all authority is given to me, but yet he was meek. Like Paul said, I urge you by the gentleness and meekness of Jesus. Meekness means I can harness my strength. I can control the authorities God's given me and use it appropriately.
Mm-hmm. What do you feel about the responsibility to physically protect your family?
Oh, I feel strongly about it. That's a responsibility God's given me. And boy, do I take that seriously. And I think early on, as a husband and as a father, I was wound too tight with that. I was going to be a platoon commander. How many times did I hear them say, you are responsible for 44 men that are in your platoon and under you? Lead well. And if you don't lead well, you can get your men killed. So that was just drilled into me. And growing up, my father, he would go to work, my mother was at work, and leave me and my sister was 5 years younger than me, at home by herself, and he would say, now son, you're responsible for your sister. If anything happens to her, I'm going to hold you personally responsible for her. You say the same thing every day. If the house catches on fire, take a chair, throw it through the window, get your sister out first, get yourself out second, let the house burn down. Every time he went to work, he said that. So he put on me wrongly the responsibility of an adult watching my sister. But I watched her like a hawk. I didn't let her get out of my sight because I had to face Dad. And so with that being raised that way, being in the Marine Corps, and being told again and again I was responsible for the lives of 44 men. Now I'm married, and now I know that I'm responsible for my wife. And on our honeymoon, we would be traveling, we'd stop and have a picnic in the park. But I'm thinking, oh, a park. There could be bad people in this park. So I'd look here and I'd look there, and I had a pistol I kept with me, and I was just sure that there was going to be some bad person knock me in the head and get my wife, and that wasn't going to happen. So I was just constantly looking around and making sure there wasn't any bad men in this park, and if they did, I had a pistol to protect my wife, see. Oh, I was wound too tight, and I know that was hard on my wife.
Did you ever actually have to use force to protect your family?
I don't think I did.
No.
And I hope that never happens, but
yeah.
Now I think I'm a bit more reasonable with that. I'm still her protector, and I take that seriously, but I think I've loosened up a bit.
Did you give those kinds of lessons to your sons?
I would. No, I didn't. I wasn't that authoritative on them. I did say, fellas, now, I want you to be a gentleman, treat women like a lady. Do not ever once raise your hand and physically strike a female, because when we men do that, we become just about the lowest thing on the face of the earth. I drill that in them. And one day, Jeffrey's girlfriend, they were in high school, said, sometimes Jeff gets very upset with me. And I asked, has he ever struck you? And I really appreciate not only what she said, but the way she said it. Oh, no, he would never do that. I don't know where she got the impression that he would never strike her, but he never did. And I asked Joseph's fiance, has my son ever struck you, pushed you, physically been violent with you? She said, of course not. He's a gentleman. So I'm glad to see that what I taught them took root within them. And to this day, they've never struck a female. And I don't expect them to.